A city so wicked, God himself came down to see it. The man chosen to escape that city was not a hero. Lot lived inside the corruption for years, close enough to become comfortable with it. Close enough that when the angels arrived, warning judgment was coming, he hesitated. That hesitation is what makes this story terrifying. Night had fallen over Sodom when two strangers entered the city gates. The streets were loud, violent, restless. The kind of darkness that makes people lock doors early and avoid eye contact. But Lot saw something different about these men immediately. He begged them not to stay in the city square overnight, because Lot already knew what Sodom became after dark, and what happened next revealed just how far the city had fallen. Before the night was over, a violent crowd surrounded Lot's house, demanding the strangers be brought outside. The city was no longer hiding its evil. It celebrated it openly. The tension in that moment feels unbearable, and then Lot did something almost impossible to understand. In panic, desperation, confusion, he offered his own daughters instead. It is one of the darkest moments in the entire Bible, because sin does not only destroy cities, it slowly destroys judgment, perspective, conviction. But the angels intervened. The crowd was struck with blindness. And then came the warning that changed everything. Run.
My city.
Not tomorrow, not after packing, not after saying goodbye. Now, because by sunrise, the city would no longer exist. And still, Lot hesitated. That detail changes the entire story. The angels literally grabbed Lot, his wife, and his daughters by the hands and pulled them out of the city.
Stay with me. What is
Why?
happening?
I can't see.
Because sometimes
Everything
people
is
can grow
dark.
so attached to what is destroying them, they cannot leave on their own. And then came the command that would decide everything. Do not look back. At first, it sounds simple.
The city
But
is
what
lost.
happened next revealed the deeper
We
issue.
must leave now.
As fire and sulfur began
My
falling
God!
from heaven, as the
What
sky
is
turned orange,
this?
as screams echoed behind them, Lot's wife looked back. One glance, and instantly, she became a pillar of salt. Not because God wanted perfection, but because her heart never really left Sodom. That is the part most people miss. And Abraham saw it all from a distance the next morning. Smoke rising into the sky like a furnace. An entire civilization gone. But one family walked out alive,
I looked
broken, traumatized, changed forever.
No!
And yet, even in judgment, there was mercy. God did not destroy Sodom without warning. He sent messengers. He delayed judgment. He gave opportunities to leave. Because God's heart has
must
always
go
been to
through this.
rescue before destruction. Even Jesus later compared the days before his return to the days of Lot. That is why this story still matters. Because Sodom was not destroyed in one night. It decayed slowly first. Little compromises,
Look at all that.
small numbness,
It's like the end of
convictions
the
fading quietly
is.
over time, until eventually,
It's
wrong
over.
starts feeling normal. But God still rescues
Everything
people
we knew.
exactly like that. People who hesitate, people who struggle, people who almost stayed too long. That is the mercy in this story. Not that Lot was perfect. He was not. But that God still pulled him out anyway. And maybe someone listening right now knows exactly what that feels like. To feel God asking you to leave something behind, while part of you still wants to turn around one last time. But sometimes what feels familiar is the very thing destroying
This
your
is
peace.
the end of days.
And sometimes grace looks like God pulling you forward when you are too weak to move yourself.
And thus was Sodom overthrown.
Sometimes the hardest part of freedom is not walking away. It is refusing to keep looking back.
We have to keep moving.
Subscribe, because some of the most uncomfortable stories in Scripture are also the most
We are
personal.
walking into the light, away from the shadows of our past.
golden fires, crowded halls. Laughter echoes through the streets, but underneath the darkness breathes. Lot stands watching at the gate, trying not to see the weight of all the things the city became. Yet somehow still he stayed. Two strangers walking through the night, dust on their robes beneath torchlight. Lot said softly, "Come inside, please don't stay out here tonight." And the stars looked down in silence as the city held its breath, because mercy had arrived there just before the judgment came. Sleep now, close your weary eyes. Some fires fall from darkened skies, but even then His mercy stays, calling hearts to walk away. Sleep now, though the night feels alone, grace still sings a rescue song. And even when the world turns cold, God still leads His children home. The streets grew louder after dark, angry voices, beating hearts. Shadows gathered at the door like waves crashing on the shore. Fear hung heavy in the room, like the warning before doom. Lot could feel it in the air, something holy standing there. Then the stranger spoke at last, "Everything you know will pass. Take your family now and flee before this city cannot breathe." But Lot froze there in disbelief, caught between the fear and grief, because hearts can grow attached to places breaking them beneath. Sleep now, though the sky may shake, God still knows the roads we take. And even when we lose our way, mercy reaches through the flames. Sleep now, do not fear the night. He still leads with gentle light. Even trembling souls can find grace that pulls them from behind. Morning crawled across the hill, stillness waiting, strangely still. Birds flew low through quiet skies as fear settled in Lot's eyes. Then the angels took their hands, pulled them from the dying land, almost dragging them away, because they still wish to stay. That's the part most never see. Freedom is not always free. Sometimes people leave behind only with divided minds. Then the warning finally came, spoken through the smoke and flame. Do not turn your eyes behind, leave the ashes where they lie. But Lot's wife slowed her hurried pace, one last longing on her face, one last look toward the life she could not release inside. And the heavens split apart, fire falling through the dark. City swung 'cause healing often starts when we stop looking behind. Abraham stood far away, watching smoke replace the day, rising like a furnace high, black against the morning sky. One whole city turned to ash. Every dream collapsed so fast, yet among the ruins stood mercy reaching through the flood, because God had made a way long before that final day. Warnings whispered through the night, hands still pulling toward the light. And maybe that is why the story lingers still, not because of fire falling from the hills, but because so many hearts know how it feels to keep looking backward, even while trying to heal. Some hold on to pain too long, some keep staying where they don't belong, some keep running back to things that steal their peace and break their wings. But grace still calls through smoke and fear, soft enough for hearts to hear. Come away, don't stay behind. There is still more life to find. Sleep now, God still sees your soul, even when your heart feels torn. Even when the night is deep, He still watches while you sleep. Sleep now, let tomorrow wait. You are not defined by mistakes, and the God who rescued Lot still rescues hearts that feel lost. So when the world feels cold tonight and shadows stretch beneath the light, remember mercy still remains, even in the midst of flame. Sleep now, close your weary eyes. Beyond the smoke, the dawn still shines, and sometimes grace looks just like this. Laughter echoes through the streets, but underneath the darkness breathes. Lot stands watching at the gate, trying not to see the weight of all the things the city became, yet somehow still he stayed. Two strangers walking through the night, dust on their robes beneath torchlight. Lot said softly, come inside. Please don't stay out here tonight. And the stars looked down in silence as the city held its breath, because mercy had arrived there just before the judgment came. Sleep now, close your weary eyes. Some fires fall from darkened skies, but even then His mercy stays, calling hearts to walk away. Sleep now, though the night feels long, grace still sings a rescue song. And even when the world turns cold, God still leads His children home. The streets grew louder after dark, angry voices beating hearts. Shadows gathered at the door, like waves crashing on the shore. Fear hung heavy in the room, like the warning before doom. Lot could feel it in the air, something holy standing there. And the stranger spoke at last, everything you know will pass. Take your family now and flee, before this city cannot breathe. But Lot froze there in disbelief, caught between the fear because hearts can grow attached to places breaking them beneath. Sleep now, though the sky may shake, God still knows the roads we take. And even when we lose our way, mercy reaches through the flames. Sleep now, do not fear the night, He still leads with gentle light. Even trembling souls can find grace that pulls them from behind. Morning crawled across the hills, stillness waiting strangely still. Birds flew low through quiet skies as fear settled in Lot's eyes. Then the angels took their hands, pulled them from the dying land, almost dragging them away, because they still wished to stay. That's the part most never see. Freedom is not always free. Sometimes people leave behind only with divided minds. Then the warning finally came, spoken through the smoke and flame. Do not turn your eyes behind, leave the ashes where they lie. But Lot's wife slowed her hurried pace, one last longing on her face, one last look toward the life she could not release inside. And the heavens split apart, fire falling through the dark, cities swallowed into dust, stone and towers turned to rust. Screams rose high into the sky as the earth itself replied. Everything they built in pride vanished in a single night. Sleep now, though the fire burned, there are lessons hearts must learn. Some things shining in the dark only leave a hollow heart. Sleep now, let the old things go, even when it hurts the soul, because healing often starts when we stop looking behind. Abraham stood far away, watching smoke replace the day, rising like a furnace high, black against the morning sky. One whole city turned to ash, every dream collapsed so fast. Yet among the ruins stood mercy reaching through the flood, because God had made a way long before that final day. Warnings whispered through the night, hands still pulling toward the light. And maybe that is why the story lingers still, not because of fire falling from the hills, but because so many hearts know how it feels to keep looking backward, even while trying to heal. To keep looking backward, even while trying to heal. Some hold on to pain too long, some keep staying where they don't belong, some keep running back to things that steal their peace and break their wings. But grace still calls through smoke and fear, soft enough for hearts to hear. Come away, don't stay behind, there is still more life to find. Sleep now, God still sees your soul, even when your heart feels torn. Even when the night is deep, He still watches while you sleep. Sleep now, let tomorrow wait. You deep.